one of the shortest tracks on the calendar. I am joined here by Drunk by Fristy.
Good evening.
Good evening. What do you expect from these F3 drivers?
I think there will be some contact at the start because it's still F3 and some drivers are pretty quick and some are not, so maybe a little bit of contact there, but I hope we have a clean race.
Yeah, exactly. F3 will stay F3 and there will always be some drivers who aren't as cautious as you need to be to join F1. Some interesting tire choices for qualifying, as we see Kuna Matata going on the hard tires, which is usually a tire you don't want to run here. Maybe in the race you want to do soft hard, but soft mediums is definitely possible around this track. Some very short laps. We see ILRT Thomas doing a 104.0, which is quite a fast lap. I think some people in F1 aren't even going to touch that time. The faster guy is probably going to dip into the 1.3s. And we see Thomas just cutting the pit entry big time. Stuur ik die link ook even naar Penny trouwens? Of tussendoor? Yeah, this track is really easy to get in for qualifying runs since it's just such a small lap. When you're outside of the pit lane, you just almost immediately are back on the straight where you have to just full throttle it and actually go for your lap. And your lap is going to be over pretty damn soon, so a little mistake is going to cost you a lot of places. As we see P4 all the way down to P9 being within 3/10 of each other, which is pretty crazy seeing the skill difference these guys have usually. A lot of people just waiting in the pit lane, waiting for an opening on track maybe.
Kuna Matata on the hards is very fast.
6.6 is definitely a decent time if he opts to go onto the softs. He might actually just go up there. I think he will jump like the likes of Jake, currently in P3, if he goes onto the softs. Kuna Matata now changing his tire into mediums inside the pit lane as we go on board, as we stay on board with Blazed by Gaming, who's just going to come around the last corner to finish his qualifying lap, run a little bit out wide there. It's going to be a 1.5.4, pretty decent time here in F3. Who's on the lap as well? Crutchy.
There's Leroy.
Leroy's on the lap.
He invalidated his lap in the first corner by oversteering a bit.
Okay, I'm just going to stay on board with Crutchy as he just does not finish his lap. There's Leroy invalidated, you said. I see a Luke.
Luke, yes.
Yeah. Getting a little bit of a slipstream of the McLaren. He doesn't just stay behind him to get a little bit more speed. He prefers to do it his own way, just nice and steady. As he is now almost exiting sector 2, going right underneath the bull. Let me put on the track map already, and let me just turn off the spectator menu. And Luke comes around the second to last corner. Looks pretty cleanly, can just maybe take a little bit more inside curb, run a little bit out wide, and yeah, a little bit out wide in the last corner. But he is going to invalidate his lap and not place any time at all. Then I see Thomas out on the lap. Let's just stay on board with him, while the Ferrari actually is going to cross the line first, so we're just going to jump on board of him. Might invalidate that on the second last corner exit. Jesus, camera angle. He improves to 1.6.0, and then Thomas is going to cross the line right now, I believe. if he didn't
Yes.
invalidate. And he did not improve or invalidate it, which is pretty easy around this track. I mean, turn 1,
The
run out
next
wide,
person.
invalidated. Run out wide in the second last corner, invalidation. Maybe where the first Toro Rosso is now, I think it's Kuna Matata. No, it's the other
No, it's
one.
Luke, and he had it's purple sector 2. He now
Okay,
goes
nice.
into the second last corner.
Going
Takes
into
it
the last
good
corner.
in the last. He
Little bit
runs
out wide.
wide, not invalidated, and he goes over the line into 9th, just before his teammate Kuna Matata,
I
who
think
is
Kuna Matata's time
out
is on
on
medium.
the softs.
Kuna Matata's
It is
current
on
time is
mediums,
on
and
mediums,
he's
yeah.
now on softs, and he goes now
Let's
across
see.
the line to start his lap.
Who is going to be the first one crossing the line? It's going to be the Mercedes, who's on an out lap, so it's going to be one of the Toro Rossos, and that's Luke, so he won't finish another lap. Probably
Thomas.
Thomas?
He goes
No,
now
it's
over
not.
the line.
Oh yeah,
and
it's Thomas.
Yeah,
He improves to 137. Really good time. I think that's just going to see him get pole. I don't see anyone else beating it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Taste Leroy just crossed the line. I believe no, he just came out of the pit lane. Who's the other McLaren? It's Lil White. I think he's on an in lap now. Jake is on a lap. Let's just hop on board with Jake.
The Mercedes is on an out lap. He's starting his lap now.
Yeah, I think Jake is one of the first. No, actually, it's the Red Bull.
It's the Red Bull is now going in the last corner.
Ooh. I think he broke a little bit too much for that corner, but
yes,
he just wanted to get a validated lap. Then hopping on board with Jake, going into the pit lane, probably invalidated, going to grab another set of tires and just hop straight out, I imagine. Then let's hop on board with the Mercedes, I believe. Is there anyone else on the lap? Thomas is going to come in, Leroy is on an out lap, so he's just going to start one now. I'll stay on board with the Mercedes for a little while, who's currently in 13th within 172. I feel like he's going to be able to improve on that big time. As he comes around into sector 3, actually this already is. Come around the final, not final, second to last corner. Now he's in the final corner. Running out a little bit wide, which is allowed in that corner, coming across the line for P9 with a 16.2. Who's on the lap next?
Leroy.
Leroy's on the lap. Leroy is on the lap indeed. The Ferrari in front of him is on an out lap, and the Toro Rosso in front of him is on an in lap, I imagine. Yeah, that's on an in lap. And that's Leroy setting a purple second sector, but I don't think he's going to beat Thomas. I just can't see it happening. I think he's going to improve, but not a second.
He needs a second, so I don't think so as well.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, a little bit close by the Ferrari and the Alfa Romeo. Yeah, he improved. Yeah, 2/10, nice. A little bit close between Paddy and Nellboy, I think it was, on the minimap. A little bit close with Nellboy getting maybe a little bit in the way of Paddy, who is fortunately on an out lap, so it won't matter as much. Anyone else on a lap? Miles, maybe.
Miles is on a lap.
Yes, Miles is on a lap. Let's just stay on board with him for now. In his nice red Ferrari. Yes, actually he got a pretty nice helmet there, even though I don't think the blue matches the red of the Ferrari, and he's coming back in. Probably not wasting it. Yeah, invalidated or scared because there's only 5 minutes left of qualifying.
Yeah, but it's red as well, the track, so he...
Yeah, true. I'll stay on board with Nellboy for now. If you have anyone crossing the line in front of him, just let me know.
Fuzzy Dog is now in the last corner.
He's on an out lap.
Exit. Yeah.
Oh, that's actually Nellboy with Blazed by Gaming, really slowing him down there.
On an out lap.
I think
they glitched
no,
into
no,
each
if
other.
that's not blazed by gaming. That's lazy.
Oh,
The
it's
twig on an
lazy.
hour lap really getting into the way of Nailboy there. Oh
Now,
Jesus
oh,
Christ, that's
yeah,
lag.
you can
That's
send,
lag.
yeah, that's lag.
I
I don't know
I
what happened
imagine
over there.
that's lag, but they still really screwed each other over there.
Yeah,
Now one of
and
the
he's now going way
McLarens,
too
I
deep.
think, coming over the line. He just finished his lap and lazy the twig off the track, I thought. Oh Jesus. Guys, come on. It's no fucking bumper cars.
I
Oh
think
my
Luke
god.
finished his lap,
Did Luke
but
finish
didn't
a lap?
improve.
Yeah, Luke finished his lap. He started on 1 lap old. I imagine actually the guy staying inside for about a minute now and then all coming
So
out at
he's now
once.
on the straight to finish his lap
Oh
into
yeah,
11th.
yeah, he did improve. I saw him jump right in time. Where's Lazy the Twig? That's actually one of the guys involved in the
His
incident
lap
we
is
had.
invalid.
Yeah, he was one of the guys involved in the incident.
Yes.
Yeah, so what I imagine everyone's going to do now is stay inside the pit lane, wait till about 2 minutes, then go out, everybody at once. Actually, I saw Haas leave the pit lane there, I think.
Yes,
Who
that's Thomas.
Is that Thomas?
That's Thomas.
Well, if it's Thomas, then I'm guessing we'll stay on board with him, because I guess everyone's on an in lap. No, actually, Crutchy in
No,
front of
there
him is on an
are
out lap. Matty in front of him is on an
Matthew
out
as
lap,
well.
and Dave Miles is on an out lap.
Miles started his lap
Yeah, Miles
now,
just,
so
yep. I'm just going to stay on board with him, because he's definitely going to be the first person crossing the line, not the first line crossing the person. Would be a bit strange. As he brakes pretty well for turn 3. Opens his DRS nice and early. Oh, I see we have a message in stream. Can you maybe check on that for me, please?
yes, I'll check that. I
Thank you.
saw that Matthew started his lap now.
Yeah, actually we have quite a few people already starting laps. Just don't want to get hit by any
Lazy
traffic.
the Twig said I didn't get in the way of anyone, and then what the fuck, but I don't think I can say that. Yes, Lazy, for us you were in the way of people, but that could be lag.
Was it Lazy or was it Nailboy in front of him? As Daymiles now, hold up, Daymiles is crossing the line right now.
I know.
Daymiles, ooh, that's a nice lap. P7 with a 158 for him.
I think the next person to cross the line is Matthew, so I'm on board with him watching.
Okay,
yes,
I'm just going to vote on it. But Lazy, the Twig, and Nailboy, I think it was, one of the two of you were just absolutely blocking the other one. And that's a Ferrari off, I think. Daymiles? Yeah, Daymiles.
Yes.
So someone improved, I didn't see who it was.
It's Matthew, yes, Matthew jumped Miles. With very close to each other.
Thomas is next, yeah, Thomas is next. Is he going to improve on a 137 coming around the final corner? We have a little bit of yellow flags, people lining up their qualifying. Yeah, he improves by another 10th. So that's going to get him pole, I think. I don't see anyone beating that time.
No, I don't think so as well.
And slowing down nice and early to just not block any of the other cars going into turn 3.
Very good racing.
Yeah, switching his line to the left, so Lazy the Twig has a clear line. I think it was Lazy the Twig, yeah.
He really needs to get a good lap now, because he doesn't have a lap on the timing boards, and he is now on a lap, so hopefully for him, he'll get a nice run.
Is he the first? Oh, that's a McLaren.
Oh, there's a
Leroy.
Going
that's
off.
Leroy.
Leroy, yes. Leroy is off.
I think he just. I think he invalidated this lap and
yes, and then just went into the wall to retire. Yeah. Yes, when I was watching him, there was a red racing
Okay, so there is Lazy the Twig coming the second last
Kuna
corner.
Matata is now on the straight to make his lap count. He improves but doesn't get any positions.
Lazy the Twig, did he invalidate? Did he get a lap time? He did get a lap time. P8 for him for now. Actually, only Paddy. If Paddy improves, Lazy can drop down. Otherwise, he has P8 right now.
Luke stays last. There's a McLaren of Lily White.
I think it's only Paddy now. It's only Paddy. Come on, Paddy. Get pole position, buddy. And he did not improve. So our top 5 is going to be Thomas, Leroy, Blazed by Gaming, Kuna Matata, Lily White. Then the next 5 are Jake, Mystic, Lazy the Twig, Matthew, Day Miles. Then 11 to 15 is Paddy, Nailboy, Fuzzy, Wozzy Dog, Crutchy and Luke. Did we expect to see the 1 minute 3.6 this session?
I really didn't expect that one. A very clean lap of Thomas that will make his way into F1, if I see it like this.
Yeah, this is definitely quick enough for F1. But like everyone, he has really to make his way up through the division, so he has to get through F2 next. I would have loved to see him battle Lego next season, but Lego is obviously going to go to F1 next season.
Yes. He's going to have to battle with Leroy the next few seasons to get into F1.
Leroy just not getting
was
a battle.
An F1 driver, I think. Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was. Then I think he just quit. Now he's making his way back up to F1.
I think Kuna Matata did drive for F1 in one season.
Yeah, I think so as well. If he did, he definitely dropped the pace.
Yes, I was previous season. I think I was with him in F2 for a half a season, and I think he wasn't much racing. That's why he dropped down. I think.
Okay, now while we wait for the 90 seconds, I believe it is, for people to ready up, so everyone's just got time to do his like strategy, put some fuel into their cars, get ready for the formation lap if Penny did not forget to turn it on.
I think here it's
no, here it's Steffi here, yeah.
Yeah.
So do we have anything to talk about other than Thomas's amazing lap in qualifying? Like, did we see someone pop out in qualifying except for Thomas?
Let me take a look at that. I
mean, I think Leroy deserves to be second. He is probably also the second quickest in this division.
I think a funny note to tell you that in F2 there was a rain in qualifying.
Okay.
Because if I see the timing screens, there are 2 people still on intermediate set at their time.
Okay, so it had to be like getting to the dry point right at the end there, and someone pressed X. I didn't see who it was, so we will get racing in 15 seconds. That's good, because it's hard to talk 90 seconds without any action happening on track. But we have to do a formation lap now, so we have a little bit of time.
It was Mystic who pressed X, so he will get a 10-second penalty added on his time at the end of the race. We're starting our formation lap right now.
I think every car is going to get off the grid nicely without touching each other, without... Ooh, actually... one of the Toro Rossos... No.
Yes, ooh, they're very close.
Oh,
ooh, I think Nell Boy? No, not Nell Boy. Mile, yes. They are not in the right position, so it's hard for me to tell.
What is Luke doing?
Luke isn't.
What is Luke doing?
Isn't driving. Ooh, in the front there are close as well. Nothing happening there.
I'm guessing he just wants to start on cold tires.
Yes, I think he loves
Thomas
cold tires
just
or
not
something.
waiting for everyone. Thomas, Leroy and
Thomas
Blaze
really wants to get on with the race.
Yeah,
he's
he's
not
excited.
wasting any time.
He's excited.
And Leroy and Blaze thinking will join them. And then
Kuna Matata
who's really going slow.
Yeah, he's on his own pace here. Just keeping the guys behind him, hoping to cool their tires down maybe. I see Jake in the background weaving quite a bit. Mystic a little bit less. Lazy the Twig weaving as well.
which can help Kuna Matata if he gets a really good start and jump all three the guys who's already into the second.
Yeah, they're already
last
taken over by
corner.
the AI by now. They will get taken over
Yes.
right about here by the AI. I don't think Kuna Matata is going to take 3 positions, but he might actually just
I
jump
think
Blaze.
he will have a podium position by the start of the lap.
I think he might jump Blaze, but he's not going to jump Leroy and Thomas. I don't
No,
see it happen.
they're really good, and I don't think. Look, they all three stopped their car now, so they now really are.
Okay, so I
pulling
think
their tires.
Falsey just jumped a lot of cars on formation lap, or maybe just entered the AI point faster, which overtook the cars. Which of course isn't a big deal in formation lap, except if you just hit other cars and destroy the...
Everyone is in the right spot now.
And it's no lights, it's 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and away we go with Thomas from pole having a good start. Leroy having a good start as well.
4 wide into turn 1.
Actually, a little Whitey on the outside, having a look there, and he
really
actually got third. Lily White. Jeez, that's a hard name. But Blazed by Gaming, yep.
Yes.
Just the slipstream and the dive into turn 3. Actually, it wasn't much of a dive, but
Luke had a really good start on his cold tires. He's already up into 11th.
Luke
while he didn't.
Just having a blast here.
Yes.
11th place from last, I believe?
15th.
Yeah,
yes, and didn't do a formation lap, so cold tires.
Leroy sticking with Thomas within 1 second for now, but I think that's going to be different at the end of lap 3 where DRS will be activated. Of course, this is one of the few tracks where you actually get DRS immediately straight after you cross the line, because the detection point is past the start-finish line.
Correct.
As the timer says Luke is already a lap down, I don't think that's the truth. I don't think Luke's a lap down already. He's just in the mix here between the 2 Ferraris. He can make a wish if he wants. I bet he's going to wish for getting some positions. Leroy closing up 2 tenths on Thomas now, probably the slipstream.
Oh boy. Ooh, I saw front wing flying around 12th position. Yes, the Luke boy
it's the Ferrari.
And Luke boy, Luke boy doesn't have a left end plate.
Oh yeah, he's
and
missing
Miles
a left
doesn't have a right end plate.
So they definitely touched there. And Crutchy getting ahead of Fuzzy Wuzzy Dog. Jesus, he should be a rapper with that name.
Kuna Matata didn't have a good start. What I was thinking he could get for a 3rd place, but he is now in 5th.
He actually dropped back. Yeah, he dropped back 1 place, losing it to Lily White.
Miles going into the
DRS now
pits.
enabled, and Leroy Leroy is 2 seconds behind Thomas, so he won't get the DRS, but Blaze by Gaming behind him won't get DRS as well. Lazy the Twig, actually the first man to have DRS here. And Mystic and Jake on the inside. Ooh, is it going good? It's going good. They both have DRS. Jake will keep it through, I believe. Yeah, he has the speed, and there's no way the Rebel is going to outbrake him. Ooh, the Rebel dives, Ooh, he's put on the grass, and ooh, nice save.
Fuzzy Wuzzy Dog retakes his place on Crushy.
Actually, we have quite a lot of action here in the opening phase. Kuna Matata really close to Lily White,
and not too much drama.
And actually, they kept it really clean. 2 front wings. And Kuna Matata now trying to get his position back of Lily White, I believe. Just going to wait for the second straight, I think.
Jake went wide in the last corner, really lost some time to Mystic, who now overtakes Lazy into the first corner.
And there will Kuna Matata come on the McLaren of Lily White, and this should be an easy move for him on the inside, braking a little bit later as well. And that's him up into P4 again. And Lazy, the Twig and Mystic aren't done yet.
Nellboy really missed his breaking point into the little hairpin.
Oh yeah, I
he
see.
tried to dive Luke.
Actually, Lily White around the outside of Kuna Matata there. Oh, he touched him, he touched him.
Yes.
Yep. He definitely touched him. Should have left him a little bit more space. Kuna Matata now missing the right end plate. Yeah.
Yes, so 2 Toro Rossos on track with end plate damage.
Is
Luke
Kuna
didn't
Matata
go
going
into
to
the
pit
pits.
now?
That's the question, I'll keep that.
And is Mystic going to overtake Lazy the Twig? Kuna Matata does not go into the pit.
Does not.
Jake ran a little bit wide again there. Mystic going on the inside of turn 1. Did he get the DRS? Did he play a tactic? And he did not, I don't think. They both don't have DRS
They
here.
both don't have it.
So is Kuna Matata going to try anything? Going to try anything? Nope, he is not, but Jake is going to try something around the outside of Kuna Matata. Doesn't work out for him. Now actually the Red Bull of Mystic does have DRS on Lazy Twig. He's probably going around the inside here, and that should be a textbook move for him. And it is.
Four cars are really close.
Meanwhile, Jake going for a move here? No? Yellows? Ooh.
Yellow flags.
That's Blazed by Gaming.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Blazed by Gaming.
He
lost
had a really
a bit of
front wing.
front wing damage, missing a lot of wings, so he's definitely going into the pit. And Jake really goes to Kuna Matata. Kuna Matata really close on Lazy Twig, and Lazy Twig really close on Mystic. And Jake is going to overtake Kuna Matata maybe on this straight. Yes, he does. I think Kuna Matata actually closed his DRS early, so Jake would overtake him before the detection point. And they both have DRS again. Well, they are outside the second of Lazy the Twig though, so that's a bit weird.
Is Miles going to jump Blazed by Gaming?
He might. It's going to be close.
Thomas in a really good position at the moment, 7.5
Actually, a horrible
seconds
camera
left.
angle. Oh, Mystic with a switchback on Lazy the Twig. Is he going to make it work? No, Lazy the Twig has the inside line, and it's just really hard to sail around the outside there. As we see now, Thomas spinning it. He spun it.
Thomas has spun.
I was looking at the minimap and I saw him going on to the pit straight, so I thought he was going to pit early, go for hard.
There's a Mercedes. Matthew did end up in the gravel trap. He's now starting to drive again.
So we actually have one of the top guys losing his head for a moment. Just a split moment is enough on this track to just spin you around. And Thomas
There are points where you have some space to run wide, but some places you just can't run wide or you lose so much time. Let's look at Matthew. He was in a good position. He went into
Jake
the
just
trap.
touched the back of Mystic. Does he have front wing damage? No, I don't think he has, but he half spun Rebel of Mystic there. So that might be a submission by Mystic. But now we have the two McLarens in the lead. Leroy with a huge gap to P2, and then Lily White with half the gap Leroy has to him behind him. Actually losing his back end there a little bit.
Do we have 11 positions with his little crash?
Yeah, that's going to hurt him.
Blazed by the Gaming as well. He lost 11 places as well by crashing. Then we have Lazy the Twig in a really good positions, up 5 positions.
Yeah, just run us through the position changes real quick.
Yes, we have Leroy 1 position up, Lily White 3 positions up, Lazy 5, Mystic 3, Jake 1, Kuna Matata went 2 down, Paddy is up 4, he's now I think
going to be up 5.
Up 5, yes. So Kuna Matata down 3.
He overtook Kuna Matata. Kuna Matata still driving with his broken front wing.
Yes. Then we have Nellboy 4 positions up, Luke 6
that's
positions
Jake, that's
up.
Jake. Jake around the inside of Mystic, but is he going to have it
Yes,
on
they
this
are side by
corner?
side. No.
And he's going to try around the
stays.
outside. Would be a beautiful move if he pulled it off, but it's just really hard to sail around the outside there. He is definitely going to overtake him for P4 really soon. I can feel his pace just being a little bit stronger.
Ooh, there's a McLaren going really slow. The McLaren went wide into the grass.
I think Crutchy went onto the grass as well.
Yes, it was Crutchy. Well,
Yeah.
it was the runner, yes. Then we have Fuzzy Wuzzy Dog up 3 positions, Thomas down 10. Crutchy is now going
Jake
into the
back
pits without front wing damage, so
that's a regular stop.
that's a regular stop indeed. So he's now going to lose some positions. Matthew is going with him.
There's going to go Nellboy. Nope, because the Kunamatata in front of him did have DRS as well. Is Kunamatata going to try anything on Paddy now with his DRS on this? Actually, is this the third or second straight?
Which straight do you mean?
The straight where after turn 3. Is that the third or the second straight? Oh, that's Kunamatata down the inside of Paddy,
yes.
but Paddy's going to keep it through on the outside. Nice defending by him.
Yes.
Does not get scared by Kunamatata there.
But a clean move from Kunamatata, knowing he has front wing damage. So he can can drive with some damage here.
And Thomas overtaking another one in the actually right underneath the bull, I think it was. And already pulled a gap of about 1 second to the car behind. So you can see he just has way more pace than the guys in front of him. I don't think anyone is fighting him as much. I don't think anyone is fighting him, to be honest. They know he's quicker.
Into the gravel trap.
Yeah, I think his tires are cooked now. Probably change, just go to the hards, drive out your race. Try to save anything left.
This laps are, he just came out of the pit, so...
Did he actually just came out of the pit?
He has now 0 laps on his tires.
Yeah, he came out of the pit.
He just came out of the pits.
Yeah.
Ooh. Matthew is going for a 2-stop, I think, because he went onto the softs again.
Yeah, so that's definitely going to be a 2-stop. You can do softs from this point on.
I see side by side Kunamatata and Nellboy.
Yeah, I see it as well. That's pretty good battling from Kunamatata. Is he going to go into the pit now? I think he is. Ooh, that's close. That's close.
He touched, but he kept his car. Now, is Kunamatata going to change his front wing?
I bet both Toro Rossos in now.
Ooh, that's not good.
Mystic trying to keep it ahead of Jake. Jake with DRS closing in.
He is changing his wing, so that will be Luke will stay in the pits very long.
Yeah, there's going to be a long pit stop for Luke there.
I'm gonna watch Luke his pit stop.
Does Jake go for the dive here? No, he's just going to stick behind Mystic.
Ooh. Luke is changing his wing
there's
as well,
Thomas.
so he's losing so much
Nellboy,
time now.
easy move for him. Yeah, like I said, I don't think anyone's battling Thomas. They know he's quicker. They know just should focus on their own race, lose as little time as possible to battling him.
Luke is only now out of the pits. He lost way too much time there.
He is actually almost getting lapped there, with Jake almost losing the back end out of the second last corner.
Thomas is going to make a move on Paddy on the straight. Paddy
just moving out of the
track.
way. Just moving out of the way, get back behind him, grab the DRS, just get yourself a little bit of lap time on this straight.
Yes.
Good thinking by Paddy there. And Jake
just
closing in,
Jake
on the inside of Mystic. They touch a little bit. Jake will have another DRS here, I think. Yes, he will.
Yes, he has.
He is going to the outside. Is he going to sail around the outside here? The outside would turn to the inside, but he got the move done without Mystic being able to respond to him. So that's Jake up into the fourth.
Gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Will he retire?
Actually, that's not going. Yeah, he just retired.
Is retiring.
And it shouldn't cause. That's
It's
Leroy.
it's
Yep.
Leroy in the pit, yes.
Leroy is in. And that's going to be a
Hopefully
regular
doesn't
stop.
get
Oh, both
blocked.
McLarens in as well now.
Really bad timing for Lily White.
Yeah, just should have waited a little bit longer. One lap and you wouldn't have double stack. So that's actually
Yeah,
going
but
to give Lazy the Twig and Jake the opportunity to jump him. If that's happening, then Jake is currently up into... No, I guess he's fourth now. Because Thomas is coming really quickly now.
yes, just little thing on this, like, Lily lost so much time while I was watching him and they weren't ready, but they were just standing, watching his car while they could serve him really quick, so normally they could do it, but Codemaster doesn't make the game, let it make it possible.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the guys are standing there, they just... If they had another person carrying the other tires for the other car, then they would be fine, but...
Blast by Gaming.
Actually,
Blast.
Thomas stayed ahead of Leroy, even though he had to pit for front wing damage probably. And that's Thomas going to be blocked a little bit by his teammate going into the pit lane. Oh no, that's actually Lazy the Twig spinning it. And the Jake, I imagine he had to go outside the white lines. Ooh, 5 seconds speeding in pit lane. That's
Mystic is really lucky there, because he went into the car of Lazy, but in just the time he would hit him, he just ghosted, so he had a really lucky there.
Okay, so we see a lot of guys, jumping guys, pitting right now. And Lily White actually stayed ahead of the Jake, but the Jake now did jump Lazy the Twig by Lazy the Twig spinning into the pit lane. So, if my maths are correct, Jake has a possible podium position here if anything goes wrong with Lily White.
Yes, if
or
he
anyone
gets,
else.
If he is fast enough and gets a 5-second gap.
Yeah,
because he
that's
got
true.
a 5-second penalty for speeding.
Actually, the only peoples left to box are Nelboy and Fuzzy Wuzzy, as we have yellows in sector 1. That's probably Luke. Yeah, that's Luke. How did you lose it there, Luke?
When he loses it again, he almost loses it again. He has front wing damage again. Personally, I think he's going to pull into the pits and just retire, because he has a 21-second gap, needs to pit for a new front wing, so I don't think he will.
And that's Fuzzy Wuzzy Dog into the pit lane. So the only one left to stop now is Nelboy, who's taking us off. It's actually pretty long there. Let me just disable this. Actually, on which tire is everyone?
I can tell you that.
Day Miles has to stop again.
Yes.
Nelboy has to stop. Laced by Gaming probably has to stop again. Thomas probably has to stop again. Who else? Matthew probably has to stop again. Fuzzy Wuzzy has to stop again. Lazy the Twig will have to stop again. So that's
Luke
a lot of guys.
Into the pits.
Yeah, he's probably going to retire now. He has been lapped.
Getting lapped right now.
Leroy, 3-second penalty.
3 seconds. He didn't.
And Nelboy is going into the pit lane.
He's changing his front wing actually, so will he stay and hope for a bit of drama?
He put on the hard, so he will stay. He will hope for a safety car of any sort.
Yes.
People now jumping.
That's Nelboy in the pits, yes. Going onto the mediums.
And Mystic might try something at the end of the straight here on Jake. 6 tenths. Is 6 tenths enough? Do you close in 6 tenths with DRS and slipstream on this straight? No, he very much did not. Ferraris? No.
There won't happen anything now, but maybe the next straight, because Miles is on 13 lap old mediums while his teammate is on 2 laps old mediums. Yes, now there will happen. No, there won't happen. Maybe next lap.
Yeah, you really need to be close to the car in front if you want to use the slipstream efficiently with the DRS. Because we saw Mystic coming with 6 stands, which you would think you would be able to close in, but he just didn't. He closed in 1/10 on the entire straight there. So that's either Jake running low downforce, or at least way lower than Mystic, or Mystic maybe saving his ERS there. Saving ERS, saving fuel, not even pushing and not even trying to overtake there.
Maybe he
Lil Whitey is going to overtake Placed by Gaming probably. 4/10, 4 laps old soft versus mediums who are 11 laps old.
Indeed.
Ooh, did he hit the back? I didn't see it, I don't think actually. But
Miles has some penalties already. I think I saw his name a few times.
Horrible camera angles here. And that's Lily White switchbacking Placed by Gaming, maybe? No, he did not. But he is still very close on those way fresher soft tires.
Miles is pretty quick on his old mediums. He keeps his teammate about 7/10 behind.
That's Little Whitey up. Ooh, that's not a corner you want to try the overtake.
Yes. But he's now doing it with DRS really close. He's going to the inside, I think. No, he won't.
He's
will
going
wait
to stick
for the
behind,
next.
wait for next straight, yeah.
I think he could go for a little dive because he's on a really fresher tires, but
I don't even think he has to dive here. He's just
yeah, now he won't, but maybe he could have done it. He doesn't. I think he is saving some ERS for a better
Mystic
moment.
over to pit straight without even losing the DRS to Jake. He still got it on the second straight.
Ooh, Blaze by Gaming doesn't have any ERS. Ooh, Lily on the inside really.
Is this going to be a switchback? Is this going to be a switchback or a dive? It looked like a switchback, but I think it's a switch. Okay.
Well, Blaze by Gaming did a really smooth switchback.
Lazy the twig just driving right underneath Nellboy there. He just having none of it. He just goes right underneath.
Driving into each
now
other.
they're ghosting.
Yeah,
so there's definitely a lag involved.
Yes.
There's definitely a lag involved there. Because it really looked like Lazy the Twig just drove underneath him.
About the overtake from
yellows?
Yes, I don't see anything.
I don't see anything happening as well.
Blaze of a Lily White will try and overtake Blaze now because previous lap he dived Blaze, but he went too deep into the corner.
Is Jay going to overtake Mystic here? Really
there
close
are 4
stuff.
guys. The battle for 8th place is really close as well. 4 cars really close.
2 Ferraris, so they might actually hit each other.
Yes, hopefully for them they don't do the Brazil 2019 version in this game.
Ooh, Lily White and Blazed by Gaming really close
Betty
together.
Trying the inside. Ooh, Miles really going everywhere on the straights. So Miles, if you're watching this,
and that's Lazy the Twig.
Try to keep a line.
That's Lazy the Twig. Oh, that's the Ferrari getting quite aggressive there. And that's Lazy the Twig down the inside because one of the Ferraris was way too aggressive into the corner. Really nice move by Lazy.
I think that's because Miles was going a bit right and left on the straight, so Petty hadn't anywhere to go and needed to back up a bit.
I did not see anything happen. Oh, that's Lazy out wide, and that's going to be the Ferrari. Go through, and that's going to be Nellboy.
A 3 wide moment, I think. No, very good from Nellboy. He braked a bit.
Smart. Oh, and they're driving into each other again.
Yes,
at least on my
I think it's lag again.
Yeah, it's probably lag again, but it's quite fun to see actually.
Yeah, on my screen they were into each other.
Oh my god, that's just horrible lag. I think I can't imagine Lazy the Twig being this aggressive to him. I just can't imagine that.
There is still a little battle going on for P3 at the moment. Lily White can get past on his newer soft tires, and that's really gonna hurt his tires. He's now on 7 old soft versus 14 lap. Ooh, is that? No, there was nothing.
Yeah,
that's
I'm going
14
back to the
lap
battle
old mediums, and he can get past. That's really gonna hurt his tires.
Okay, so the Ferrari of Petty now dropped out the Ferrari of Miles' DRS with over 10 laps fresh or medium. So Miles having really good pace here.
Lazy on the inside of Paddy into the first corner. Is he gonna have it? He has made the move stick. He goes wide but stays
Hellboy
in front.
losing his backhand a bit. Is this going to be 3 wide?
Is this gonna be the moment where we're rating
Oh
for?
Jesus, that's Hellboy and Lazy did the wig. That move
into each
from
other again.
Hellboy really... Do you know the scene of Fast and Furious where the car drives under the truck? It really looked
Yes,
like that
yes,
from
actually,
Hellboy.
yes,
It
really
really
like that
looked
indeed.
like that. Jesus, this lag.
Can make a
Literally,
really fun.
Lazy the Twig is
Jake
just...
is losing time to Mystic. He's out of the 1 second that you
Kuna
need for
Matata
the
is right behind him
DRS.
there.
Indeed.
But let's go back to
silent.
Nailboy and Paddy.
Nailboy really almost crashed there. Jake went really fast into the last corner because he's now again 6/10 close, so he's now with DRS really close to Mystic. Maybe he tries something on the next lap of the next corner. I mean, sorry.
And is this going to go Paddy overtake Lazy? Is it going to be what
Mystic
it seems
doesn't
to
use
be?
any ERS.
And that's quite a Verstappen there from Paddy, pushing out Lazy a little bit. But it's a fair move in my opinion. And he is going to have that place, Paddy into P9. With Lazy softs actually going off quite soon, I would imagine.
Thomas a 10-second gap now on his 16 old lap old mediums.
I think he has to pit again though.
He's gonna have to pit again. But
Stretching
still,
the mediums, another 13 laps is impossible.
He will be second if he pits, so...
It's probably the best for him to pit now, get another set of mediums.
Yes,
before
and
his
just
tires
push
go
it
off
to
and he...
Leroy.
Yeah, exactly. Before his tires go off completely. Ooh, that's Jake really close on Mystic there. And there's rain. Is there rain? I thought I saw some raindrops.
I saw raindrops indeed. There are raindrops. So Thomas is just
Thomas is smart.
Tires.
Thomas is stretching his tires.
Really good.
This rain is going to mess up quite a few drivers here with high tire wear. And it's going to be a lot of fun there. There's actually rain. I did not see that one coming. Thomas playing is really smart. But we did see in USA last week in F1 that the rain doesn't always allow you to change tires.
Yes. Some people tried the gamble to go to the dry tires, but the rain was that stopped, but the track wasn't drying up.
The track just wasn't drying. So will the track be wetting, I guess? Is that a word, wetting? I don't know. The track will be wetting. The track will be wetting.
Wet.
Let's just call it wetting from now on. The track will be wetting. Let's go.
Yes, we call it wetting for this race. Let's just do that.
This is the F1 dictionary, boys. Wetting the track. We only had one retirement this race so far.
Yes, I just want to say one thing. Look, GG to look. He's left and is 40 seconds off the person in front. On his hards, probably there won't happen anything, so he gets helped out. And he's just still driving. I know people from the first lap, a little bit contact, they already retire, and he's just still going on and hoping for something to happen.
Ooh, is there going to be a mystic? Nope, there's not going to be a mystic on the inside of Jake for that corner. But there is going to be a mystic really close.
And Lazy really close to each other.
Is Kuna calling it? Is Kuna calling it to go on to the intermediates?
I will have a look at that.
I'm just going to follow him because there aren't really any actually there are battles.
There are battles.
Because Jake just closed up. Jake just in a split second closed up to the McLaren, so I'm guessing the McLaren made a mistake.
Kuna Matata on the intermediates.
Ooh, that's
right
Jake running
now.
out wide. That's Jake running out wide. And that's giving him a 3-second penalty, which is quite
There's
bullshit.
some.
In my
Ooh, there's a
opinion.
Ferrari. Miles spun it.
Miles spun it?
Miles was battling with
Miles
Lazy.
spun it, yep. So the
Maybe
track
there
is
was some
probably wet enough.
contact.
The track is
I
now
need to
probably
say,
wet enough.
yes, but when I watched a little bit, I saw Lazy and Miles side by side into turn 1, so maybe there is some contact. I can't say that I can confirm it, but I saw them side by side.
I just wanted to say Mystic just pulled out around the outside at the bull section and the sector 2.
That is really clean if you do that. Are they going to the
That's
pits
really
now? There
Yep,
isn't
the
anyone.
McLaren of Lily White is going in.
Is Lily in the pits? Yes, he
Yep.
is. So he's following. Ooh, yes, the track is really wet. Fuzzy runs
Yeah.
wide into turn
Track is
3 or
wet
4,
enough
I
to go
think.
on inters now. Let's
It's
look at the
now
delta
wet time.
between Kuna Matata and Nellboy. Let's just watch the delta, see if it goes down. It actually went up there. So is it dry time?
Well, there are only 2 people who tried to gamble already.
Oh, that's Jake. Losing the
Jake?
back. Jake losing the backhand, but he actually held it out of the wall, which is pretty impressive, seeing as tires 12 laps old.
There is Miles going into the pits and Fuzzy Dark are into the pits
Miles
now.
took
or...
his mediums 23 laps. Yellow's in sector 2, that's a Ferrari, that's Paddy.
The other Ferrari, yes, he didn't lose.
So
wing.
a lot of people half spinning in turn 3, which is quite a tricky corner in the wet.
Matthew
And
was in
Kuna
the pits as
Matata
well.
closed in 4 seconds now to Paddy. So
But
it's
Paddy...
definitely time for inters. Yeah, it's
yes,
definitely
so
time for the
everyone
inters.
in.
Thomas continued. Thomas actually continued for one more lap as Leroy went into the pit. Yeah, DRS disabled. Yeah, DRS disabled. So
it's
it's time
Lazy
now.
into the pits.
I think Thomas made a wrong call there.
Yep. I don't think it will
come
cost
out
him a
ahead of
place.
Leroy. No, yeah. So he made a mistake by staying out, but it doesn't hurt him actually.
Jake is changing his wing, needed to wait 5 seconds for his speeding in the pit lane on the previous pit stop, so he's really losing time to Mystic right now.
Let's
he's now
hope
just
he's
out of his
crazy,
pit box.
crazy fast in the wet.
I hope so for him. I don't know if people have wet.
No, they probably all
wet.
ran. They probably all ran dry setups because most of the race has been dry. And last person to go on inters is now Thomas, and he is coming out of the pit lane. And he is definitely going to stay out ahead of Leroy, yeah.
Yes, Leroy is now just past the start-finish line.
Okay, but a good thing for oh, that's a Ferrari. That's a Ferrari of Miles.
Yep, I think that's Miles again, yes.
Yep.
Miles really doesn't liking the wet, because he spun 2 times in the wet already now.
Do we see any close battles? I think it's Lily White and
Yes,
Mystic.
Lily
But
White, yes.
DRS is disabled, so overtaking now will be a lot harder than it was just a few laps ago. Because the rain really just came out of nowhere. It just dropped and the track went wet really quickly. It wetted really quickly. Yeah, Miles not enjoying the rain here.
Jake already lost more than half a minute to Mystic with his pit stop.
That's not half a minute. It's
No,
15 seconds.
I watched the wrong person. Excuse me.
No worries. Yeah, so the only persons close together are Lily White, who's really close to the back of Mystic here.
I think it was something with Codemaster because they were all in the 1 minute 20s behind the first driver, and now they're only 40, so I think that's Codemasters.
Ooh, there's yellows in sector 2, and that's Luke. That's Luke.
Luke, yes.
Luke just spawned in turn 3. And I don't think he's the last person to spin there. I think there will be guys following him.
This will be 26 points for Thomas because now there ain't gonna be any faster laps. Thomas did a 1:06.9
except for if he spins.
if he spins, but I don't think Thomas will. He already spun once, so I think he's now 2 times more concentrated to just don't bottle it anymore and just concentrate on driving. He has a gap of 10 seconds, he can lose a bit of time.
Yeah, he can just take it slow now, just sail to the finish line, literally, because it's wet.
I will watch at some penalties. So there, Thomas has a 3-second penalty and 2 warnings, so he needs to watch out. Leroy has 6 seconds and 1 warning, so let's watch Lily and Mystic.
I've been watching them for the whole lap actually, but Lily
so
White just losing time there.
Yes, Mystic has 3 seconds and Lily as well, so they just need to go on.
Yeah, without the DRS it's pretty hard to overtake here.
And now in the rain,
you
really need to concentrate on your exits of the corners, so
I think the positions everyone's in now might be the finishing positions.
Yes, I think so.
Oh, actually, if I look on the minimap, I see Fuzzy Wuzzy Dog going slow. I think he spun without damage, but he went really slow there.
That could be true, but it's Miles behind who has ample damage on the left side.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty boring one. I think we had all the action now. Ooh, that's Fuzzy Wuzzy Dog. Just slippering out of... Actually, nice drift out of the last corner there.
And Miles is going into the pits.
Will he put on full wets or is he just going to repair his wing?
Maybe he go to full wets because
I don't think so.
Is driving. He drove a few laps. No, he's back on injured.
Yeah.
But he drove a few laps on his damaged front wing, so. But I don't think it's raining that hard.
No, it's definitely into weather. And this race went by really, really quickly.
Thomas is lapping a few cars again.
Yeah, left cars are now ghosting since one of the later updates, so they shouldn't even bother him.
No, he's just driving through them.
Yeah, exactly. It would be much nicer of the Ferrari actually just to move out of the way.
Just moves out of the way.
Because it's still really annoying to drive through someone.
Yes, it's really distracting, so I think you could send in a video if someone is going through you and you crash, because it's something distracting.
Yeah, you definitely could, in my opinion, because just if you're getting lapped, just move out of the way like they would do in real life. In real life, they goes through each other.
Because Miles is 16 seconds off the person in front and 41 clear of the person behind, so.
Actually, wasn't that Paddy?
Or Paddy.
Yeah, it was Paddy. Paddy got lapped. Just move out of the way next time, Paddy.
Oh yes, it's Paddy. Excuse me.
Oh, no worries there. Lazy is closing in on Jake, I would say. Slowly, maybe.
Yeah. While Lily is just losing time to Mystic, he's now already 2.2 seconds behind.
Hellboy just moving to the right there, lifting, showing Paddy how it should be done.
Which is really nice to see.
Yeah, definitely.
I would prefer there was an option to, like, you can put out ghost cars because like it's more realistic then. But I think it's pretty annoying. Like in F3
it would cause a lot of big crashes.
Yes, because here in F3 you have then people like Thomas that are really fast, and then you have now only this race I can tell Luke because he crashed a few times, that then just are on the straights crashing because they are not as experienced as Thomas, and they could ruin race. Like if Thomas now would have damage, he would lose to Leroy while he's almost 20 seconds in front, which is a really good race from him.
Definitely stretching out those mediums till the rain was a really good choice by him.
Yes, and Miles had some bad luck by crashing as he stretched his tires really long as well.
Yeah, so not really any battles now. Everyone actually picked their
No,
spot. I
just
think everyone's accepting their position right now and just trying to finish the race.
yes. Maybe we can look for some fun facts about this track to make the stream a bit interesting.
We have 3 more laps, including this one. Let me just
Yes,
hop on board with Thomas then, because he is the race leader and we don't have any battles. Actually, Kuna Matata just closed in 5 tenths on Lily White there, so that could potentially be a battle. I'll watch that if you just want to search for some interesting facts about the track.
Okay, I'll do that.
And I'll keep the viewers entertained by the battle between Kuna Matata and Lily White, hopefully. Ooh, there's yellows in sector 1, and that's Matthew. Yep, Matthew.
The first race
Ooh,
of the
that's Kuna Matata right into the back of Lily White. Sorry to interrupt you there.
That's not good. No worries. That's more important
He just
to know.
went right into the back, and now Lily White is moving really aggressively, and that's a Ferrari of Day Miles spun around again at turn 3, and Kuna Matata down the inside of Lily White there, pushing him out a little bit wide. Kuna Matata into P5. Go on with your story now, as I will keep an eye on this battle.
Yes, the Austrian Grand Prix debuted in 1963 at and then the following year Lorenzo Bandini won with the Ferrari, so this is a track that's suited for the Ferraris because they have a really good straight line speed, as we all know.
Where in real life, last season they were nothing here.
They were nothing, but they had a bad season.
The Red Bull of Max Verstappen just being dominant here.
Yes, that was quite surprising. Ooh,
that's
Miles
out
retiring
in the pit lane.
He retired in the pits. So that's our second DNF.
And actually we are already on the last lap here. That's
yes.
Crazy.
He could have drove the race just to the end because it's the last lap. So yeah. That Honda powered engine of Max Verstappen really helped on this track.
Yeah, the Honda engine working really well for him on higher tracks like Mexico and this Grand Prix as well. Yeah, Brazil.
In Brazil he was really fast, watching at Hamilton losing out to Gasly on the last bit of straight because the high altitude of the high sea level of Brazil. So yeah. But tonight it is the Ferrari engine of Thomas in the Haas really helping him out tonight. So
he comes across the line for P1 there. Wait, okay, yeah, he did come across the line. Lazy Twig actually got lapped, so Thomas being nice to his teammate didn't lap him yet, so P8 to P15 got lapped. Of course, 14 and 15 are DNFs, but still. And now we had to wait 25 seconds for Leroy to cross the line. And we will have to wait another 25 seconds for Blazed by Gaming to cross the line, who's just coming out of sector 2 now.
But first, there will be a Toro Rosso of Luke that will finish this race. And that's
sportsmanship driving from Luke there. Just not retiring, just keep going, hoping
Yes.
for a safety car. And that's Blaze by Gaming crossing the line with Mystic actually a little bit closer behind now. Kuna Matata closer behind again as well. Crossing the line with Lily White right behind him, and then only Jake and Matthew left to finish. Matthew finishing
Matthew is
first.
finishing now.
Well, Matthew not finished first, but he finished before Jake, and there is Jake coming across the line in P7. I don't think any penalties influenced any position changes here.
I don't think so as well.
Let's see the final result. Could you maybe screenshot the result and send them to Penny as well?
I can do that.
Alright, nice. And I think this is a pretty familiar face to the F3 guys, just seeing the Haas of Thomas in P1.
Really good driving of Thomas, because he needed to switch his wing and still managed to be so much further on the field than 26 seconds while needed to switch. So he would be almost 1 minute in front of Leroy if he
that's
didn't
a lot
crash.
of penalties. That's a lot of penalties there.
Yes. 18 seconds for Miles. He DNF, but still so much penalties.
Yeah, if you could just screenshot this and send it to Penny.
Yes, I'll send it right now to Penny.
Alright, then I'm going to end the stream here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys will come back. I think we're going to do next week as well, commentating on the final race of the season.
I can do that.
Yeah, so hopefully we will see you guys next week in China for the season final, and actually this game's final race of PSF1. Because after this season we're going to race on F1 2020, the game. See you guys next week.